Good morning. In case anyone is feeling anxious out there this morning, we're not actually going to be asking anyone to wash anyone else's feet today. We considered that, but we didn't. We know that makes some people uncomfortable, and that's not a fair thing to bring all the time. So we will get another retelling of this story we're getting from multiple angles today. For anyone who's watching online that can't see the visuals, I put two signs up here, one for the disciple Peter and one for the rabbi Jesus. And this sermon will start with a dialogue playing out of the foot washing scene from the Gospel of John. Forgot one thing. Did they know? They had to have known. I told them and showed them in so many ways, and I said it directly. God loves you. I love you. Remain in my love. Still, they didn't get it. They're so focused on power, prophecy, healing, and resistance, conflict, fears about where this whole thing is going. I told them that it was going to be okay, that hard times will come, that I won't be present in this way much longer, but that it would still be okay. I asked them to trust me. That went about as well as I expected. People have such a hard time with trust when it comes to love. They believe for a moment, then it fades, and they need to be reminded again. Especially Peter. That one has such strong convictions and such deep, overwhelming insecurity. Oh, Peter, who hurt you? It's like that with all of my students, really. I mean, they are with me, and also they're so anxious and insecure. When will you learn that your Abba God knows you and loves you fully? They're not wrong to be afraid, of course. I am leaving. I hate that about this life. Death comes for us all. The end of my time will come, and they will have to go on without me. But only kind of. My love is full, and my heart will go on. It's a bit early in the timeline for a Celine Dion reference, but there you go. Anyway, they are right to be insecure. They are vulnerable. Love is frail, and also my love will endure. This night, I will show them my love one more time in a new and surprising way. Tensions are high in the group this evening. Tensions are high everywhere in the city this evening. It's the week of the Passover festival. The city is crowded with people from all over the empire. The Roman legion is on high alert because of the crowds. The priests are on edge as well. This is their biggest show of the year. And then Jesus, he had to go and make a big display of his arrival on Monday. This movement is growing so fast. Too fast? Guess that's the whole point of the traveling prophet shtick, but man, the healing of Lazarus has the rumor mill flying and pressure is on. Does Jesus really know what he's doing? He's playing with fire, that's what. The priests know it too. They've got to be planning some kind of counterattack. Well, not an attack. They wouldn't dare try anything that might stir up the crowds. The Legion would love an opportunity to burn this whole place to the ground. Some of us are worried, though. Bartholomew told me and John that Judas has been withdrawing more, even from Thad and Simon. Something's up with that guy. Someone has to watch the money, but it is not good for him. Bart's worried that Judas might be talking to the priests, but surely that's a step too far. Surely. It's not easy being second in command to the Messiah. Of course, James and John would both claim to be second too. John has the seat beside Jesus tonight. Does it matter who's in charge? Should I even care? We are a long way from the fishing boats, all of us. That's for sure. Speaking of fish, can we just eat already? Where is the food? This is going to shock some of them. They're used to working with their hands, most of them, as fishers and laborers. This midlife career change has been almost comical. They're all way too old to be students, and I'm not exactly a conventional rabbi. Just a few more field trips than the standard provincial curriculum calls for. Better food, though. Anyway, they've thrown themselves into the learning, and the travel, and the logistics of crowd management. They really don't get enough credit. And still, they see themselves as inferior, lower class, less than in all the ways. That's how it is in this world. There are the strong who are served, and the weak who do the serving. It's the worthy over the worthless, the dominant and the dominated. Honestly, it serves no one, not even the comfortable ones at the top of the pyramid. The reality is that we're all in this together. To be fully human calls us to be both, to be served and to do the serving. This life we share is a circle, not a pyramid. And so I will take the basin and the water and the washing cloth. Tonight it's my turn to serve them, even as they have served me. This is what love looks like. What is happening right now? He's actually going to wash our feet? That's a job for the servants, not our rabbi. Not that we have any servants. Who am I kidding? This is a rented room, more of a donation from a curious merchant. We are poor, common laborers. Not even that anymore. We are broke, wandering, students? Hardly. Rebels? Maybe. We are nothing, really. At least me, I'm nothing. But him, he's the one. He's the Messiah. He's our teacher, our friend, our greatest hope. And now he wants to wash our feet like a servant. What's he doing? Are we not serving him well enough? Is this a subtle rebuke? We should have arranged for an attendant this evening, and now he's forced to do things himself? It's my fault, probably. Thaddeus prepared the room, and Levi arranged the meal. Was I supposed to find waitstaff? I didn't even think this was a fancy meal. It's just a Thursday night. How was I supposed to know that this is such a big event calling for clean feet? I didn't even wear deodorant. My feet are nasty. We walk all day, everywhere. How am I supposed to keep my feet clean? I have one broken nail, 2 ingrowns, and God knows what that thing on my pinky toe might be. I'm a mess. And he wants to wash my feet. What is going on? Oh, Peter, you're right. Your feet are gross. So are Philip's and Andrew's and Bartholomew's. Mine too. We're all walking the same dusty roads. Not John's, though. His feet are immaculate. How does he keep them so clean? That guy. No, Peter, I don't want to touch your feet. Nobody does. But it needs to happen. Bodies need maintenance. TLC. even the gross parts. You need this. And it's something I can do. I know I'm the rabbi, I'm the great one, but forget status and power, ability and influence. I have feet that need to be cleaned too. Our needs are our commonality. Humans have needs, all of us. Different needs from person to person, but the experience of not being enough on our own as we are, we have that in common. Needs are a shared experience. They unite us, or they could, if we could just get out of our own way. Our needs and our ability to meet the needs of another, we all have that too. This is something I can do for you that will make things better. It's simple, but that's what we're here for. No, I don't want this. I don't need this. It's wrong for him to do it. It's so far beneath him. He's better than this. I need him to be better than this, to be strong, wise, the head of the class, the leader of the parade. We're trying to put him on the throne, aren't we? I don't want to see my master on his knees. It hurts to see him bow at our feet. I don't know. What does that say about me? Probably that I'm too stupid to see what's happening. Again, there's probably some great lesson here, something subversive and deep, something brilliant with allusions and symbolism I'm supposed to be picking up on. I miss all of that stuff. What's wrong with me? I'm no student. I'm no disciple. I'm so confused all the time. I know he wants me to be a leader, but I don't know what I'm doing here. He wants to wash my feet, but I can't have him serve me. I'm not worth it. I'm not. Just no. It's your choice, Peter. This isn't a test of loyalty or purity or obedience. I don't force anyone to accept or follow. It's just that this is the way. This is the path. It's not about the basin and towel of foot washing, or the water of baptism, or the communion bread and wine. The rituals matter. The actions shape us and help us grow. But you do need to participate to allow me to do the work within. In this parable we're acting out right now, there is a part of you that needs to be cleansed, refined, restored. Is that pride, fear, shame? Whatever is keeping you from moving forward with this simple act, that's the thing. That's going to keep coming back. It's going to keep getting in the way until you deal with it. My arms are open. You're keeping yourself from joining the embrace. I want to wash you, restore you. Your feet haven't always been this dirty. This isn't who you are. This is just the baggage you're carrying. Let's get you clean. Rabbi, I am laid bare. You are so right about me. I am not worthy. I'm not enough. And it's not just my dirty feet. My hands are dirty too. My head, you don't want to know what it's like in here. My whole person, I'm just so gross. Okay, you're right. I'm dirty. I need this. Let's do it. Head to toe. Break me down. Let's just start over from scratch. Please wash all of me. You're going to need a bigger basin and a whole lot more water. We might have to go back to the river for this, actually. I will do better, Jesus. I promise. I will try harder. Let's start over. Wash me again. Every day, as many times as it takes. Oh, Peter, you really think that horribly about yourself, don't you? That is not how I see you. Not at all. Your feet are gross, sure. But you are not. You've come so far already, actually. You're doing the work. You're learning and growing. You walk with me every day. You keep showing up. You keep coming back. You're not perfect, but perfection isn't the point. You can be dirty, imperfect, and still be enough. That's the tension. Two things can be true at the same time. You have this idea about purity and holiness and perfection, that any fault or failure or limitation ruins that. That idea isn't your fault. It's in the culture all around you. If you're not pure, then you don't belong in church. You're either innocent or you're guilty. That if people get a look at the real you, they will just reject you entirely. God will reject you. And so you wash up as best you can. You all bathe and powder and perfume yourselves constantly. Filter, adjust, cover up, hide, even from yourselves. Can't you see that you don't need any of that? I see you, Peter, as you are. You are not perfect, your feet are gross, and you are still my beloved. Even the gross feet, your feet are the way that they are because you are trying so hard to follow me, to walk the path with me, to be the best version of yourself. And I see that, I know that. Your feet remind me of that. So I'm here to help. Let's clean up those feet, take care of them, so that we can get back on the road. Peter, you are my friend, you are my beloved. Love accepts you and washes you. Both things are true at the same time. Still, well, but not. Okay. Hey, everybody, look over there. Murderous traitor Judas, still in the room. Let's focus on him for a while. Can you believe that Jesus knew this the whole time? Come on. Do they know what I've done for them? They call me teacher and master, and that's what I am to them. So if I, their leader, have washed their feet, will they follow me and wash each other's feet? Will they bend down in front of each other, make themselves low in order to lift the others up? I have given them an example. Just as I have done, they also must do. For truly, workers aren't greater than their leaders. I've just demonstrated that leaders are not above those who follow. The message writer and the message carrier, the teacher and the student, the commander and the assistant, both are essential to the process. They know this. Will they do it? Will you? This is the path of blessing. Just in case that wasn't obvious. There are so many voices vying for our attention. Some of those are external, the family and friends whose expectations and guidance shapes us, the explicit and implicit demands of social norms, the opportunities and demands of education and employment and governments and day-to-day survival. Some of those voices are internal, the hopes and anxieties and instincts and personalities that are all a part of what it is to be me. And yes, those are all plural. I can so relate to Peter in this story, going from, "Don't even touch me," to "Please take all of me," at the very same time. We contain multitudes. How do we sort through all of those voices to hear the voice of Christ? The unresolved tension this week is that Jesus is speaking all of the time, in all the ways, and that is a gift. That even the harshest critics, external and internal, sometimes those strong, harsh voices make good points. Sometimes they offer accountability, valid critiques, even wisdom. And sometimes those voices are just unkind, ungracious, manipulative, and self-defeating. Not all criticism is valid. Some voices aren't worth my time. But these voices are all speaking at the same time. They're all mixed together inside and outside. How do we recognize the truth and wisdom, the voice of Christ? It's like the scams we've been warned about. A phone call from a friend or grandchild who is in trouble asking us to send money. And it's their voice. It sure sounds like them. We want to help, but we've been told that this is probably a scam. How do we know? Public service announcement, it's a scam. In that real-world situation, hang up, verify through other sources. Do not send any money anywhere until you've talked to other family members or friends who can verify that the situation is legitimate. But that verification piece, that's part of the healthy process of listening to the voice of Jesus too. We verify truth in community. That's what we're doing here. There's wisdom here, in the scriptures, in our religious traditions, in the best sense of those words. And mostly we hear the voice of Christ the way Peter did, by continuing to show up, by taking the time to sit there, to follow, to be present, to push back and forth in dialogue, to pay attention, to be an active listener to the voices within and without. For me, the practice of spiritual direction has been an incredibly valuable space in which to listen. Once a month, I have this person who is right there listening with me, reflecting back to me what I'm hearing, calling me out sometimes, "Yeah, that's nonsense," or "I've heard this one before, that's a pattern that you tend to get stuck in." And most often she sits there with open hands and bounces it back. That thing we're talking about, where's the voice of God? What about this conversation sounds like Christ? A big part of that discipline has been the regular reminder that the Spirit of Christ is alive in me. I know God's truth. I have God's wisdom in me. And I shouldn't discount it just because it sounds like my voice. Neither should you. Christ speaks with your voice too. So whatever your practice is, listening takes time, commitment, dedication. Prayer, journaling, music, good conversation, intentional reading, walking, nature, whatever practice leads you to pay attention repeatedly. And then ultimately we listen and then we choose. Faith and fear both demand you believe in something you cannot see. You choose. From Bob Proctor. Faith and fear both demand you believe in something you cannot see, and then you choose. Over and over we choose. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't. Sometimes our hands and feet get dirty, so we come back to the voice. We keep at it. Listen. God is speaking. Christ is calling, offering to serve us and calling us to serve, meeting us in love. Let's pray. Word of Christ, we are listening. We know your voice. We are learning to trust. Guide our steps, wash our feet. Surround us in your love as we listen and serve together. Amen.